Demonstration. English subject. Topic. Models and use. Submitted by Shielbert Michael Casaquez.
Good morning, class. Kindly stand up. Let us have our prayer first. So, may I request Mr. De La Cruz to lead our prayer? In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, kindly pick up the pieces of paper under your armchair before you sit down. Okay, thank you. You may now take your respective seats. Before we formally start, so who can tell me what was our last discussion? Yes, Mr. De Los Santos. Great. So last meeting, we talked about how to construct sentence correctly. So let us now move on to our next topic for today, and it's all about modals in use. But before that, let me read to you the objectives of this lesson. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify the modal verbs, use modal verbs in constructing a dialogue, and appreciate the value modal verb in real life by composing an informative essay. So now I want you to watch this video, and I want you to notice the other underlined words. So it's all about, so let's sing the modal song, and it's all about modals in use. So can you notice the video? Okay, that's right. So I want you to ask about the video played earlier. So what is the song all about? Yes, Mr. Darkus. Alright, very good. So this song is all about modals in use. So it stated that it used different modals and the song. And can you notice the underlined words? Yes. Yes, Mr. De Los Santos. Alright, so the underlined words in the video was may, might, could, might, and etc. So as you can notice that we use these modals in order for us to identify on where and when to use the modals in a particular sentence, paragraph, or in a conversation as well. At this moment, so I will be now presenting our topic for today. So in this moment, I will be showing a picture, two picture, and it's all about in connection with our topic for today, which is the modal use. So here, there are two statements, statement A and a statement B. So in a statement A, so it indicates that all persons below 21 years old must stay at home during enhanced community quarantine. So in statement B, it says all persons below 21 years old might stay at home during enhanced community quarantine. Which of the two students would make a person below 21 years old feel sadder? Yes, Mr. Cavalier. So great. So basically, statement A is feel sadder because it used the modals "it must." You notice the underlined words in the two statements. Yes, Master Perry. Very good. Those are must and might. So what do you think are these words? So these words are the modal verbs. So modal verbs are auxiliary or helping verbs which modify or change the meaning of the main verbs. Use modal verbs in giving advice or suggestions, in making requests, or giving predictions and prohibitions to show the other uses of modal verbs. Here are the list with example sentences using a modal verb. So first, we have may. So the uses is its possibility or permission to do so, or it is substitute from to be allowed to. So here are the example. So example is it may rain today, and may I go out? May I help you? So the next example is we have it can. So the uses is it is a permission or to ability to do something. So examples. I can solve difficult math problems. So in this sentence, it uses the modal I can because it requires request or permission to or possibility. So next is, can you solve difficult math problems? So this sentence is uses can as well because it suggests or it requests something that a person to do so. So next is, I can lend you my car till tomorrow. So same goes with the two other example. It uses can. So the next example is could. So meaning to say it permissions or ability to do polite suggestions, request, offer or question. So let's have an example. So example is, I could solve difficult math problems. So in this sentence, so it used the modal could because it ability to do or to ability to do something. So next example is will. So the uses are wish, request, demand, offer or less polite than would. So prediction, assumption or promise, spontaneous decision or habits. So let's have an example. Will you please get my cell phone? So in this example, so it uses a modal will. So meaning to say it's have a request or demand or order in a particular something. So next example is would. So this modal verbs uses wish, request, more polite than will, habits in the past. So example, would you get my cell phone? So in this sentence, it uses the modal would, meaning to say it uses a request or a demand more than a polite than will. So sometimes he would bring me some chocolates. So in this sentence, it uses the modal he would. Same goes with the first example. So since I already presented the topic, so let us have an activity and you will be divided into two groups. Each group will be going to construct a dialogue using modal verbs. So I will be giving you 10 minutes to prepare. Choose a representative to deliver the dialogue in front. Each group will be given 20 minutes and 30 seconds to present. Okay, time's up. So may I have now group 1 to present first. Okay, thank you group 1, very good. So now let us proceed to next presenter, the group 2. Great performance. So since you already presented the activity, I will ask some questions. So first question is, what are modals being used in the dialogue? Yes, Ms. Fernandez. Very good, Ms. Fernandez. So the modal verbs being used in your performance or dialogue, those are must, might, will, would, and can. So next question is, what was the dialogue looks like without a modal verbs? Yes, you are raising your hand, Mr. Bacalso. Great, Mr. Bacalso. So a dialogue without a modal verbs is something like boring or difficult to understand. So a big hand please. So great job guys. It is well presented activity. Since we already talked about and since we already know how to construct a sentence or a particular conversation, such as making a dialogue or having a conversation with your friends by using modal verbs. So I will be giving you an activity that will help you to understand more about a modal verb. So it is called the application. So in this activity, you will be creating an informative essay about how COVID-19 changed the lives of Filipino people using a modal appropriately and their references. So in conclusion, it is not possible to communicate effectively in the English language without frequently using such modal verbs. A student that wishes to become an effective academic should study this word type carefully. So how are modal verbs be useful? So it is because most of the prepositions meaning is contained within a verb and it's associated. No using verbs are one of the most important word classes for speakers of English. So that's all for our discussion for today. I hope you learned something and have a nice day. Thank you and goodbye, class.
Thank you.